Hey everybody, uh, what's going on? I just wanted to check in because today is a bit of a special day for me. If if you watched my an inside look into the struggle of binge eating and depression, you'll know that I had a little counter on my videos. You know, starting at like negative 400 or 500 days. Basically, me saying, "Hey, I'm going to do it this time," and then you see the number up there, and you know that I'm a year away from getting it together. I think it went up to day 100 or something like that by the end. Uh, kind of going through that. Well, believe it or not, today is day 1,000 for me. Um, it's been 1,000 days since January 3rd, 2017, when I uh, put down the sugar and the flour and regained a semblance of control in my life and lost the urge to binge. And you know, uh, I thought 100 was a big deal because that was way better than I'd ever done. So to be here at 1,000 is pretty surreal, to be honest. It's pretty amazing. I just got in from a 30-minute workout, and I was kind of reflecting during that workout, and I was really remembering walking down that same street but having a cane, um, and struggling really, really bad. And uh, it seemed like it was just yesterday. It really wasn't that long ago. Um, and I don't know. I just got this burst of energy, and I just took off, uh, kind of test the legs to see what they're capable of. And I did a really solid, super fast for me sprint. I don't know what it looks like to a third party, but to me, I was flying. Um, and it was pretty amazing just to have your body be able to do that, um, when you can so clearly remember a time when it couldn't do much at all. Just standing was a big challenge. So pretty cool. It's just pretty awesome. That said, doesn't mean it's all been sunshine and butterflies. It hasn't. Specifically this last week, I've been kind of off and on struggling with small slips. They start small and they get bigger, seemingly exponentially. But I've been stopping them before they get out of control before I binge. Um, and last week I was rededicated, set on it, and I made it till about Wednesday, and then I made a bad choice. After making a lot of hard, good choices, I made a bad choice, and I got some stuff that I know I shouldn't have, that I knew would lead to more, and it did. Still, don't know why I do that. You know, it wasn't even like the super bad craving. It was just a mental thing, and you know, it's almost just like kicking myself in the face. And I really need to figure out why I still feel the need to do that, because something needs to still be addressed. Because I'm looking forward to the next 1,000, and if I continue like I did last week and the week before that, I'm not going to see another 1,000, and I know that. So I need to get back to the basics and get back to what I've been doing, and it's really difficult because um, you know once you make that concession, the next one's always easier, and it's just so much easier to go back when it's kind of recent. The more distance you get between it, the easier that choice is. But I think for me, one of the main things is that what I've been doing for so long has kind of given me a peace that I hadn't had before. A kind of a relief from that constant urge to binge, that constant compulsion, and I've gotten used to it. And lately, I've not been at peace at all. It's this constant struggle, and I'm just tired of it, and I don't want to, live that life anymore. I'm done with it, and it makes it a little bit easier, I think, to choose the right path. and the fear of the rock bottom that I hit before, and really being horrified of ever finding myself in a place like that again. Um, so start off this week with a nice workout. I'm doing 5 this week, 5 workouts, and I am committed 100% to eating on plan. No strain at all, no exceptions. Doesn't matter how I feel, doesn't matter what's going on. There is no there is no good reason to do it at all. It all leads to the same place, and I know. So I am going to get this week um, behind me. It's going to be tough, but I've done it before, and I will do it again. And and here's to the next 1,000. Here's to finishing um, this journey. I have no idea where I'm at. I'm wearing size 38 and 36 pants, and at the beginning of the summer I was in 44s. They were too big, but that's the smallest I had left. So I haven't been under 40, and I don't know when. My gold pants that I was trying on uh, before I started all this, those were, I think, 42s or 40s, and I couldn't even get them past my thighs. And then I started wearing them last winter, and they were loose. I was having to wear a belt. So um, to put on 38s and 36s is something awesome. So I don't know where I'm at weight wise, but I know that I can wear those. And I know that I just sprinted a block. So and I beat my 5K time. I beat my water bill time. Um, so I'm definitely in better shape than I was before. So that's really all that matters. And I've got like 30 or 40 pounds left to go that I need to lose of fat. Um, and I think that'll make a big difference in my appearance. Those last pounds really are pretty significant from what I've seen. Um, so I'm looking forward to that. It's pretty cool. And by no means am I giving up or anything like that. I have had some setbacks, but uh, in my head, all that I'm thinking about right now is what I'm doing right now. If I'm doing good right now, then good. That's that's a pass on everything. Maybe I messed up in the past, but if I'm doing good right now, that's all that matters, and that means I've earned a free pass for everything behind me. I can learn from it, but I can't beat myself up over it because doing this is uh, it's a mental marathon, and it's hard, especially when you're getting back on track, and you don't have those routines and that uh, that established uh, pattern that you are used to. It's just the way it is. When it's still a struggle and you're still being torn, the other way, and it's hard. You really don't need to add on to that. So that's something I learned this time around at the very beginning because I had spent years beating up myself for regaining, getting back over 400 pounds. I mean, that was a big one. That was a big one. I gained 200 pounds. Um, that's not something that can be undone, in a couple of weeks or even a year or even 2. Um, so, uh, you know, me messing up, me, not doing what I should have done, what I knew I should have done, that's behind me because that's not what I'm doing right now. So I'm not going to waste energy, and I suggest that no one wastes energy on things that you can't change because all that matters is now, how you're doing right now. And if you're making the effort, then cut yourself some slack, pat yourself on the back, be proud of yourself for doing that because it's not easy. Um, that's a decision, and it's one that all of us have not made correctly for probably long periods of time. So give yourself a break. The time to beat yourself up isn't when you're doing good. So I hope everyone out there is doing well. You're striving for your goals, one step at a time. You put enough days together, and eventually you get to 1,000. Apparently. uh, I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking with me. Till next time, knuckle love.